Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. Welcome. Hey, Carlos. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Bill. Welcome, Bill.
Hey, David.
Hello. Hey, Terry. Welcome, Terry. Welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly. This evening is Forex, crypto, and the futures market. We'll get started shortly. We'll get started, everyone. Hey, Tracy. Welcome, Tracy. Welcome.
Hey, David.
Hello. Guys, we'll get started shortly here. Forex futures and crypto. We'll go over that this evening. Hey, Stella, welcome. Welcome. We'll get started shortly, guys. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, guys. Okay. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen here. Hey, Kawisi, welcome.
Thank you, David. Good evening. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. All right, let's get to work. It's a new week. All right, so it's a new week. So we need to pay close attention to the markets. All right, so we'll start. You guys should see my screen. Hey, Gerald, welcome. So the futures market, what I want you guys to pay close attention to, we don't have a lot of changes in the futures market. We do have the dollar. I want to show you guys the dollar here. All right, in the futures market, and it's holding. All right, so we'll talk about that. It is holding. As far as the E-mini, so like the Dow, S&P, NASDAQ, they're basically they're up, slightly up. All right, but that can change in the morning. In our sniper systems, we've got long, so hopefully market will open up. We can, we can get out of those long positions in sniper. All right. I sent out some messages on Bitcoin over the weekend. Hope you guys had a chance to I did an updated video on Bitcoin. We saw over the weekend where Bitcoin actually fell below 18,000. All right. It pulled back a bit. Right now it's holding at 20,000. All right. So it's holding right at 20,000. But it did make a low over the weekend at about, I think it was right at 17,800, I think, about there. All right. Hey, Chris, welcome. But it's right at 20,000. All right. So they pushed it down. They know that it can definitely go down lower. All right. What's happening though, we'll see where traders try to get in and push the price up. And that's just very difficult. All right. That's very, very difficult to do right now. This is on the weekly time frame. And I want you guys to, we'll take a look at the weekly and the daily. Hey, Zaire, welcome.
Hey, David.
All right, welcome. So 10,000 is still that support for Bitcoin. All right. And what we're looking for is we're expecting some selling to come in. All right, this week. All right. Worst case, if this candle here this week, let me show you guys here, right? If we don't continue to move lower, we had talked about short-term support. We might get short-term support at 20. So if they hold that price at 20, we could see some consolidation, right in here, kind of like this. All right, so we could see where the price holds like this. All right, and then make another leg down, all right, towards that 10,000 mark. All right, or all right, another scenario which I think is more likely is that the price just moves down. All right, so we'll get continued selling, right? So another candle, this candle here that opened this week, right? So on a weekly time frame gets down to perhaps about 15,000, okay, and then work its way down to 10,000. I don't see buyers coming in. I just don't see it based on the price action. We don't have any support in this area here. So the clear path is 10,000. Okay, once it gets to 10,000, which is very likely, all right, then the next support, and I send out a video on this, the next support is 4,000, and we've got clear support at 4,000. All right, so, and this is good to see because we can use this for the other trading that we do. So what we look for, price to get to that 10,000, kind of consolidate, stop, consolidate like this, right? And then kind of like here, like it did here prior, all right, prior. And then we'll have to watch it closely to see if it will make another leg down. All right, so break of 4,000 or buyers come in and then try to move the price higher like it did right here. Okay, so very difficult area for Bitcoin. Sellers are definitely in charge. All right, definitely in the markdown phase, right? Lower highs, lower lows, right? Definitely in the markdown phase. So that's the story on Bitcoin. And I think Bill had asked me the other day, right? Can Bitcoin, can it go to zero? It might not go to zero, but it could get pretty close, right? It could go to 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, right? Understand when the selling, when it really, if you guys look here, really hasn't, the selling really hasn't started yet. All right, and I know that's hard to believe, but the selling really hasn't started because we've got a lot of consolidation in here, right? We've got, even in here, we've got consolidation. It's a gradual move down. All right, we can see selling where these candles just really drop. All right, we could see where sellers are just totally dumping, all right, and getting out. All right, so it could go much lower. Let's talk about any questions on this? Any questions on Bitcoin? Questions on futures? And you guys will have an opportunity to ask any questions also. All right. Let's talk about Forex. Let's talk about Forex. All right. So you guys should know we're trading the dollar pairs, right? We are trading the dollar. The dollar on the daily chart, daily time frame looks good. It's pulled back a bit, right? So this is the dollar index. All right, it's pulled back slightly. Not a major concern, but this is the current month. The current month right here. It pulled back, it made a high right here, right here. All right, it retraced a bit right here. So from here to here is where it retraced, okay? The good news is that we broke resistance, right? So this is our resistance line and it broke that line, all right? So we're definitely bullish on the dollar, all right? Now, we want to be careful. There is a bit of a pullback in the dollar, all right? So let's take a look at that. So we're seeing some pullback, not a major concern yet, all right? So ZAR, all right, right here, this one closed, all right? USD SGD, USD SEK is holding. We had a white candle, buyers came back in. All right, so it's holding. We'll look to test that resistance. USD SEK, USD PLN, right? Pull back to support, white candles, and now we've got a green candle here. All right, so right here, and we talked about this last week, right? Whenever you guys get this white candle here and then a green candle, that's very bullish. So if you got in here, this was your initial position, you can look to add here. Wait for that candle to close though. Wait for that candle to close before you add. Okay, this is good. We want to see that with the dollar pairs, right? We want to see continuation. All right. USD NOK, that's holding right here. Here is support. Here is resistance. It's right in the middle there. All green candles, right? So that's holding solid. All right. USD NOK, USD MXN. All right, it's at a critical point here, right? We had talked about this white candle. Buyers came back in, all right, and really pushed the price higher. Now it's testing this support right here. So if anyone, I think Charity was in this position. Anyone else in this position, USD MXN? Anyone else in this trade? No one is in this trade. All right, so pay attention if this pair breaks right here, like breaks support right here, or right in this area here. All right, so we'll get a red candle and a sell signal. What we need this candle here to close green bullish, or the next candle to close green on bullish. Okay, we don't need any red candles, so we don't need any sellers coming in here. But it is testing that that support area. So we'll keep an eye on this USD MXN. All right, USD HUF. All right, that closed. Now, I know some of you are looking to get, like callers, I know you're looking to add a position to get back in. This will be a good one here to watch, okay? So, and that is USD HUF, okay? So,
HUF
yeah, HUF as in Frank, USD HUF as in Frank.
on the
Okay.
240.
On the 240. So watch it, right? So it closed right here on support, right? But it's got green candles coming in, right? It's gonna look to test that resistance up in here. So keep an eye on it, right? It might give a buy signal, and if it does, go and get into that trade. All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's move forward. All right. Nothing there. All right, same thing here with this is another one here. And for everyone, if you guys want to look for additional positions to get into the dollar pairs, all right, that was a good one. This is another good one here, but you have to wait for the buy signal. USD DKK, USD DKK, all right. Next one, USD CZK. Okay, but wait for a buy signal. Don't get in yet. You have to wait for a buy signal. All right. What we're hoping is that the dollar continues to move higher, and then these pairs continue to move higher. If they do not move higher and give a buy signal, then guess what? They might get into that markup phase, markdown phase. All right. And then we'll notice that the other pairs, like the Mexican peso, USD MXN, and the other dollar pairs might start closing, okay? And we might get another rotation, and I'll go over that, all right? So you guys need to, this week, you need to really pay attention to Forex, all right? Because you might have to close positions, get out of positions, right? If the dollar pulls back from here, all right, hopefully this makes sense. So if the dollar pulls back from here, if the dollar pairs pull back from here, you guys might have to get out of your dollar positions. However, if it continues to move higher, you can hold your dollar positions and hopefully get new buy signals on the ones that has closed already. All right, any questions on that? Any questions on that? Okay. If the dollar pairs close, right? So if we don't get a move higher and the pairs close, okay, we'll see a push in the yen pairs. So the yen pairs are setting up. So this is important, right? This is important. The yen pairs are making a move. So if the dollar pairs start to close, and we've had several pairs close already, several of the dollar pairs closed, all right? Like here. So if the dollar index continue to move higher, guess what? The dollar pairs will move higher, and that's good for our existing pairs. That's good for you guys that are looking to get in new positions or even add to your positions. However, if the dollar index pull back a bit, all right, what will happen is these pairs here that are waiting to get buy signals, they'll break support and get into that markdown phase. Okay, so what we're looking for is this. So, stay close to your systems. What we're looking for is this here. So if selling comes in into the dollar, right, guess what? This price action here, right? Right now it's in no man's land, right? So we are looking for it to break support. If selling comes in, get into that markdown phase. If the price breaks resistance right about here, we'll get a buy signal to continue. Okay, so that's why you guys need to pay close attention. If it gets into that markdown phase, kind of like here, we already have a sell signal. All right, we are ready, and we've had sales signal on about 5 or 6 of the dollar pairs. All right, if the price comes down, we get into that markdown phase, this is what could happen, and we've got to get out of those dollar pairs. And if this happens, we'll start to see buying coming in, and we're starting to see buying coming in the yen pairs. All right, so it looks like this might be the next rotation, and then we want to jump on this. All right, and I'll let you guys know what's going on. All right, so let's go through some of the dollar pairs. All right, so ZAR yen, you see right here, what we're waiting for is for the ZAR yen right here is to break this resistance right above here, all right, and give us a buy signal somewhere in this area in here. All right, we got a nice pullback from the previous buy signal, and we're waiting for these yen pairs. Okay, so here USD JPY, this is setting up nicely. Hey Zaire, which was the one you asked about last week? Which yen pair was it that you had mentioned? You remember? Was it Euro yen? Right here. All right. Here, dollar yen, right? So dollar yen, this one is setting up, guys. This one is setting up right here. All right. If this breaks, guess what? We could get a buy signal. So keep an eye on this one, dollar yen, right? Previous buy signal, perfect trade. Look at this. All right, bought here, got out here. And now it's testing resistance right here. All right. This one is still early. All right. All right, this one here, look at this, just give a buy signal. All right, you guys see that? So SGD, JPY, SGD, JPY, buy signal right here, guys, on a break of this resistance. So the yen pairs are definitely setting up. All right. So here's the buy signal right here on this break of this resistance right here, buy signal right here. All right. All right, let's go through this. NZD JPY, NZD JPY, that's moving up. We're gonna get a buy signal soon, right? It's testing this resistance right here. So here's resistance right here. These yen pairs are setting up. All right. And the last time, it wasn't long ago, right, we captured this move. So if it breaks above right here, we'll get a buy signal. All right, so this one is setting up also NZD JPY, NZD JPY. All right, which one is this? HKD JPY. So write this down, guys. All right, here it is right here, testing that resistance. Nice resistance here. We're looking for a breakout. Wait for that buy signal. All right, and you guys want to get in these trades. All right, nice pullback. Perfect setup, right, to break resistance. All right. Pound yen. This is always a favorite. Pound yen still setting up. We look for a break of resistance. We look for a break of resistance probably right around here. All right. And give us a buy signal to continue that move higher. All right. Euro yen. Same thing. Euro yen. These are definitely setting up, guys. Euro yen. Right. Here is resistance right here. We're trading right at resistance. All right, right at resistance. We need to wait on a buy signal. Do not get into these trades unless we get a buy signal first. And this is on the 240. All right, so wait for a buy signal on that 240. And these pairs can move really hard, really fast. So don't miss these trades. All right. Swiss. All right. Zaya, you there? I think this was the one. Let's see here. Swiss here, broke resistance right here. Right here was resistance. Okay. It already gave a buy signal. This is still good to get in. All right. So buy signal came in right here. All right. So buy signal came in right here, guys. And now it's trading right here. Okay, so this is still okay to get in. All right, still okay to get in. All right, so that's
David.
Mm-hmm.
David, is that one I can get in, or you want me to wait for the dollar pairs?
Go ahead and get in. You can get into this one. Okay, so that's Swiss. So forget about the dollar. All right, because you have to wait on that one. As a matter of fact, wait, let me show you a better one here. Hold on. Okay, call is getting this one here, SGD JPY. It has an early buy signal right here. All right, so it has a nice.
I don't have that buy signal.
What's that?
So I don't have that buy signal.
You don't have this?
I don't have that buy signal. I see the price points, but I don't see that buy signal.
SGD JPY. Guys, I'm getting a lot of background noise. Please help me. SGD JPY, Gerald.
Yeah, I see where you're at. I just don't have that buy signal. Mine didn't come through. I guess maybe a delay or something.
On the 240?
Yeah, I'm on the 240.
Okay, go ahead and take a picture of that chart and send it to me.
Okay, will do.
And also do this, just click on your chart and just do Control R to reset your screen. Control R.
Okay.
And that will help. And send me and then I can take a look at it after the class if you still don't have it. All right. Does anyone else, do you guys see the buy signal on yours? Go ahead and put it on your screen, SGD JPY. Bill, do you have it? Stella?
Yeah, I got it. I got a buy signal.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. All right.
Maybe he is on the short, not on the long, maybe.
Oh, probably. Which are you on the long?
I'm on the long. I'm on Marshall long, but I just don't have that. Never mind. It just came in. How about that, guy?
Okay. It's probably a bit delayed because this year. It just came in. So just a bit delay on your data.
Thank you, guys. I'm in now.
Okay, good. Okay.
That's a yen, right, David?
Yes. So SGD JPY. So go ahead and enter it on your chart, and then go ahead and take the trade on your platform.
Oh, I guess I gotta wait because I don't see it on mine either.
Okay. All right. So we'll after class, I'll help you. You still have time. Still have time here.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I'll get with you after the class. All right. So so this is good. This is a perfect buy signal, break of this resistance. Okay. And as you guys can see, these yen pairs are making a move. All right. And then what we want to do, we want to really pay attention to the dollar pairs that you're in, because based on how the price action is moving, those we might see more of the dollar pairs close, but wait, because they could continue to move higher. All right. There are times when the yen pairs and the dollar pairs will move together, but it doesn't happen a lot. So just know that if the yen pairs continue to move higher and we get in buy signals and they're definitely moving higher, these dollar pairs will close out. All right. And they've been running for a while. We've been trading the dollar pairs not a long time. I was hoping we'd get a longer trend with those, but they've been running for what, about a week and a half. Okay. So let's see here. Aussie yen, all right, is consolidating. So same thing, wait for a buy signal, right? So I would wait for it to, it's trading right here, white candle, wait for it to get above this area here, buy signal, all right, on the Aussie yen. CAD yen, same thing. All right, CAD yen, same thing. We could get a buy signal in this area here. So it's really good to see what the yen pairs are doing. This was the previous trade, right? And we talked about this. Okay, so make sure that if we get buy signals, right, in these yen pairs, you guys get in. All right. And I think that the dollar pairs, based on what the yen pairs are doing, the dollar pairs might be done for a while here. All right. Any questions on this? Any questions on this? You guys should have questions on this. Any questions on this? Who is still in the dollar pairs? Is anyone still in the dollar pairs?
I'm still in USD CAD.
So you're still in dollar CAD. All right. And your entry was over in this area here?
It was, yes, it was close to the buy signal.
Okay, okay. So just hold on to it. A concern with the dollar pairs. Now, you guys want to protect as much profit as possible. I can tell that there's a rotation. Really looks like there might be a rotation. All right. If you look here, right, we have some resistance right here. Okay, so we could get selling to come in like this. All right, and this is a very tricky area to be, right? Not just this price action here, but what the pairs are doing. All right, is really tricky because it looks like they're trying to rotate. It looks like the dollar, it looks like they're trying to rotate. So that's really tricky. I mean, I would say, hey, get totally out of the dollar pairs, right? But then we can't do that, right? Because guess what? You could continue to move higher. We just have to wait for more confirmation on both the yen pairs and on the dollar pairs. So you guys have to be very nimble. If you start getting into the yen pairs, get in slightly. Okay. What I could say is with the dollar pairs, if you start getting the yen pairs, get in slowly. what I would say about the dollar pairs, if you're in heavy, if you've been scaling up, right, you guys might want to start taking some profits off the table. All right. So you might not want to totally get out of the dollar pairs, but you might want to scale back a bit. You might want to take some profits. So if you've built your position, if you've added, all right, you might want to just take some profits off the table, and you might just leave one position on. All right. All right. Because it's becoming very tricky here. And the concern is this looks good, Terry, right? So dollar CAD looks good. But when we look at the other pairs, right, we're looking at the breakdown of the other pairs that have given sell signals to exit. That's not good. That's not good, because what tends to happen is that the other pairs will follow, right, giving sell signals.
Yeah, I'm watching it pretty close, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna stay on top of it.
Yeah, keep an eye on it, okay? Because what we want to do is if the yen pairs really start to move, we want to get out of the dollar pairs, take that capital, put it in the yen pairs, right? All right. Anyone else in any of the dollar pairs? Anyone else in any of the dollar pairs? Stella, are you still in any of the dollar pairs?
Yeah, I'm still in CAD and PLN and NOC and OC.
Okay, so
Yeah.
PLN.
It's the one you told me to like, because I had seen that white candle on Friday
Okay,
and I wanted to get out, and you said just to like give it time.
okay, and you got a green candle here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I see
So
that.
just watch these dollar pairs, and we've got resistance right here. All right, we've got resistance right here. This is where the sellers came in before, you know. They came in, knocked the price back down, knocked the price back down, knocked it back down, and then knocked it all the way back down, right? So let's take a look here. If you guys look here, all right, it's a difficult place to be right now, right? We really needed the dollar pairs to continue moving higher, get out. If you notice, a lot of the dollar pairs, they're really meeting some resistance. Okay, so some resistance here, right? Some resistance here, price came down. Okay, some resistance, met some resistance here, price came down, met some resistance here, price came down. Okay, so that's 4 times it tested resistance and came down, and it's testing resistance right here again, and guess what? It came down. All right, so, and we've got lower highs, and it's trading right at support right here. So just keeping a close eye on, because you could get Stella, this green candle here, all right, could turn into overnight, could turn into a red candle. Sellers could come in, right? This green
Yeah.
candle,
Yeah.
sellers could come in, right? Hold on. All right, so green candle here. This looks really good right now, right? Hopefully, you know, it continues, green candle, and just continues. But with everything what's going on, with failing here, failing here, failing here, failing here, all right? And right now, it's failed. It's failed resistance here, all right? So just keep a close eye on it, all right? If it continues to move higher, continue to get green candles, good. If you get a red candle, get out, and get out quickly. I would say if this candle turns red, I wouldn't even wait for it to close. Okay.
Okay, got it.
I wouldn't wait for it to, if it turns red and it's in the middle of that candle and it's breaking support, it's down, it's breaking this support, get out, okay? Get out, because what we're seeing is that, so let's say it comes down, red turn is gonna, from green to white to red, and it gets anywhere in this area in here, All right, just go ahead and get out. Don't wait for the red, don't wait for it to close. All right, don't wait for a sell signal, an exit signal like this. Just go ahead and get out. All right, because this is what we're looking at right here. All right, so, all right. Bill, which pairs are you in? Which dollar pairs are you in?
None of them.
You in none of them?
None of them. Learned a lesson last week. I just took the position on the SGD yen.
Yeah, okay, all right, okay. Tracy, are you in any of the yen pairs?
I am not.
Okay, okay. So those of you who are not in the dollar pairs or the yen pairs, all right, look for opportunities. All right, and I would say look for opportunities more in the yen pairs. Okay, look for opportunities in the yen pairs. I think we might be done, but you know what? I think we might be done for the dollar pairs, but as soon as I say that, guess what? It will change. and the dollar will move higher, so, but just keep an eye on closely. Okay, so I would say red candles. You guys start to see red candles in the dollar, right? In the dollar pairs. Look to get out, right? The ones that are holding, the ones that are holding, you could get in, but be careful. Be careful. All right. Any questions? Any questions on anything?
Hey, David, it's Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Just wanted to ask a question about Bitcoin.
Okay.
If it's worth trying to short on like the 1 hour right now, or is it too risky? Or
Okay, so let's take a look at it on the 1 hour. All right. Oh, guys, look at this. Look at CAD on the 30-minute. I would say, Terry, you and CAD, right?
I'm in CAD.
Okay,
Stella.
you and CAD.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm seeing
yeah.
that.
I don't like. I would say here's a sell signal in the 30-minute. I would say I just don't like how I don't like how the dollar pairs are doing. So I would say put on a 30 minutes, get out on the 30 minutes. Don't wait for the 240.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I just don't. Yeah. I really think based on the price action, the dollar pairs might be done for now. Okay, Stella.
Okay, I'll get out of them.
Yeah, and if you guys look here, they've moved up quite a bit.
Yeah,
They
I
really
did
have.
well. I did really well with
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the dollar pairs.
Yeah, take profits, and I just don't like the way it's things are setting up here. All right, let's take a look at BTC USD. All right. So Chris, short. Let's see, short. Now, we never really talk about short in Bitcoin. Let's see here. Okay, so let's bring in what time frame you said, the 30-minute, Chris?
either 30 or 1 hour, yeah.
Okay, 30 or 1 hour. All right. It looks very extended on both. Oh, hold on. Hold on. All right. We'll add an RSI. So Chris, what you can do is put together a 60 and a daily. So do a side by side, 60 and a daily. And what you're hoping for is, and you might get this. All right, you might very well get this. Okay, so what you're looking for is a break on the 60-minute. All right, the dollar, we know the daily is definitely moving lower. All right, it broke that redistribution, so it's clearly in the markdown phase. All right, so here was the previous short. All right, so here was the previous short right here, and then it closed here. All right, so that short came in at 30,000, right, to go short right there. You see that, Chris?
Yes.
30,000 right here, and then the exit was right here to get out right at about 20, right around 23, I would say. So it's not oversold, which is good, right? It's not in oversold territory like in over here. So it's pulled up a bit, right? RSI has pulled up a bit. So, and it's holding, what's nice about this, it's holding right there at 20,000. So you got pretty good support right here, pretty good support. All red candles, no buying. Buyers would have to come in, I would say right above here, this area here is where you could see buyers. So above 21, near 22 is where you could see a buy signal on the 60-minute, okay? So what you want is, we want that price to watch it closely. You want that price to stay near support, break support, right? So getting about 19,000 or so, 19,000 and change. You need a sell short signal and then enter the trade. Okay. Keep in mind though, it's you know, this was perhaps the better trade here. All right. It is extended. All right. So you could get buyers come in. All right. So just keep in mind of that, right? So just keep that in mind that.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, just keep that in mind that it is extended, but you could get another push lower. You might want to move it from a 60-minute to a 30-minute. All right, so let's take a quick look at the 30-minute. All right, let's take a quick look at the 30-minute. You might have a sell short signal on the 30 already. Yeah, so you do. You have a sell short signal on the 30. There's a lot more noise on the 30. All right. So I would say keep it on the 60. It's trading better on the 1 hour. It's definitely trading better on the 1 hour. So you just need a break of the 20,000 support. All right. Sell short signal, and then that's your entry. All right, but just keep in mind that it's gone down quite a bit. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Any other questions, guys? Anything else? before we end? Okay. All right. So yeah, Bitcoin, yeah, it looks to go lower. All right. The equity markets, right? The equity markets still selling. All right. The VIX came down a bit. So we'll see how things open up in the morning. Markets up a bit, right? So the equity markets are up a bit in the futures, right? The big thing is, the yen and the dollar pairs. So I would say put your go to the 30-minute time frame on the dollar pairs. And I might be totally wrong on this, right? I might be totally wrong. But I just don't like what's happening here with the dollar. Now, what we could see is that buyers come back in, right, and continue to push the dollar higher, all right, and then just getting on the 30-minute. Okay, you guys have done well on the 4-hour, all right, but I don't want you guys to lose any of your gains, okay. Because it's and this here is, like I said, let's see here. This is that's the concern here. Really testing, failing to break out. A lot of them are failing to break higher, really struggling to break out. And then several of the pairs have already given sell signals, okay, to get out. So look at here. So it's not smooth anymore, not smooth sailing, little rocky. All right, guys, take care. I will see you guys tomorrow for tomorrow's class. Okay, stay close to your trades. Okay, stay close to your trades in Forex. Okay, stay close to those trades. All right, guys, take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, David.